Today we are doing the vendor data, right?
Yeah, vendor master data. What is vendor
Okay.
master data? Why we are maintaining? What are the things before maintaining the master data? We have to ready for that. Okay. So just go to the financial accounting new financial accounting global setting. Sorry, not in this. So here is you can see there is option for account receivables and account payables. Okay, so just go to the account receivables and payables. Here you can see the customer account and the vendor account. Okay, so today first we see the vendor account. What is the configuration required for vendor master? So see here is the option for master data. Preparations for creating vendor master data. This is the path from where we configure the vendor master first. So suppose what is a vendor? Umesh, you know what is a vendor,
Vendor is the person from whom the organization is purchasing with.
right? And the customer?
Customer is the same one, right? Customer and vendor is same.
No, no, no. Customer and vendor is two different things. Vendor is correct. You just said now that we are procuring or we are purchasing from the person that is called a vendor. And from suppose we are manufacturing steel. Okay, we are manufacturing steel, and thus when we selling that steel, the finished goods, when we are going to selling that, so that particular person is customer who has taken the goods from us. Okay, so
Okay.
that is called a customer. So we are buying from anybody is a is a vendor for us, and we are selling something to anybody is a customer for us. Okay. So now we will set up the vendor master data. So what we need in vendor master? See, suppose the T code of creation of vendor master is XK01. Okay, note it down. XK01 is a vendor creation master data. So see, this is the T code for vendor creation. Here, what you need to put the company code, that is IN47. Suppose purchasing organization. Purchasing organization. What is the purchasing organization? Suppose we have a company in Odisha, and our corporate office is in Kolkata. Okay. So the plant location is Odisha, Bhubaneswar, and the registered corporate office in Kolkata. So some spare parts or something goods which are not in Odisha. So we must procure from Kolkata corporate office, right? So while procuring or purchasing that particular material from Kolkata corporate office, we have to maintain a purchasing organization for the separate location from where we are buying. Okay, understood. What is the purchasing organization?
Yes, understood.
Okay, fine. So this purchasing organization setup was done by consultant. Okay, this is not our part. So we just understand why we are putting that purchasing organization. For each place from where we are buying is the purchasing organization. So now see account group. What is account group? Account group is a group from which we segregate the vendor with their business nature. Suppose, see what is the account group. Suppose in a company there are n numbers of vendor, like 1,000 of vendor, like 500 vendor is supplying spare parts, like 100 vendors is supplying consumable items, like 200 vendors supplying raw material, and 500 vendors are employee vendor. Suppose we are an employee in a company, so we are also a vendor because we are taking the money from company, and company is taking from us is goods and services. So any goods and services which our company will buying is a is a vendor. Okay. So suppose in a company there are different types of vendors. Like uh, I show you here. See, A001 is our vendor group. All raw material related vendor will be create under this group only. So what was the purpose segregating the vendor in a different group? Because if the management ask you to give the report, like how many raw material vendors are there, what are their balances, what is their current dues, okay, what are the transactions done in a year for the raw material vendor only. So how we will give if we will not segregate them in a different group? If we will create only one group A001, and this is a common group for a vendor, and we will create all vendors in that group, suppose, so is it possible to give the report like how many raw materials vendors are there, how many employee vendors are there? It's not possible because we have created in a single group. So that's why for solving that reason, we are making a different group for a different business purposes of from the vendor. So see, like consumable item. So A0, if we create a vendor master in A002, so all consumable related vendors like who are supplying diesel, who are supplying grease, who are supplying water, so who are supplying electricity, all these vendors comes under consumable. So we create a consumable vendor in a group of A002. Okay, and spare parts, suppose spare parts vendors are there who are supplying the spare parts in our company, we will create in A003. So this type of vendor group we segregated to get the report in a different way, we maintained in a different way in a segregation for their businesses wise. Okay, understood. Umesh, you got it about vendor.
Yeah, I understood. Now my question is,
Yeah,
yeah, I understood, sir.
yeah.
Now, for each and every, vendor account group, we have to create the new master data, or it is in the same master data we make the different group.
Yes, yes. Master data will be same. Just group was different.
Okay,
So
we can make different group in the same
yes, yes.
master data.
I just
Okay, okay.
I just show you how the group will work and what is the purpose. What are the purposes to making the groups in the separate?
Okay, okay. And for multiple vendor,
Yes,
in
yes.
fact.
Yes.
Okay, okay. But for the same organization, purchasing organization, or we can make the different purchasing organization also
Yeah,
in one
yes,
master
yes,
data.
yes, yes. Purchasing organization is a different thing.
Mhm.
We This is not linked with purchase account group. That is a separate from where we are buying. A vendor will be give services or goods in a plant level or at a corporate office level or a different organization. He can supply na. He have a means
Mhm.
vendor can supply anywhere. So purchasing organization is not related to account group. We are just maintaining to find out that where we are getting that product, from where we are getting that product. Okay.
But this purchasing organization is nowhere related to the groups that we were creating.
Yes, yes. Exactly. Purchasing organization is not related to account group.
Okay, okay. We can create n number of groups, but it is not going to affect
No,
the
no,
purchasing
no,
order.
no. So yes, exactly. So purchasing group IN47, and we have created account group like 4, 5, 3, 10, and numbers, whatever we required. Okay. So I just give you one example in your real life for account group. You will be clear then. Okay. So suppose suppose you are buying a paper in the morning. You are buying a paper. Okay, newspaper. So you are buying a newspaper from somebody's who is only giving you the local newspaper. Another is, and so you required English newspaper. So you will buy from another another vendor for only newspaper. So he is delivering you the only English newspaper. One vendor is delivering you the local newspaper. Okay, so there are two types of newspaper vendor. One is a normal local and one is a English newspaper. Okay, so what you did, you made one account group for a newspaper vendor and you maintain both of them in a different code. So whenever you want how much we have paid for a newspaper in a month, so how will find that through account group. Okay, now understand.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay, okay. So the account group will be different for different vendor.
Different types of vendor, nature of vendors
Yeah, different types of nature. And purchasing organization is basically,
is being same.
ours. It
Hmm.
is ours, right? So as you gave
Yeah,
an example, the
yeah,
headquarter in Orissa and the
right.
uh, okay.
Hmm.
So here, for example, if we have different plants
Hmm.
and our headquarters is in Orissa,
Hmm.
and we have different plants
Hmm.
in Kolkata, Maharashtra, Bangalore, and in
Yes,
many places,
yes, yes.
then this purchasing organization code will be varying from for different
Locations,
plant,
yes. From where we are buying, that is dependent on purchasing organization.
and the company code also will change as accordingly.
If
And or
required, if you have company code is the legal entity from where the manufacturing was done. Suppose in Orissa, our plant is in Orissa. So at plant location, we have created a company code. Okay. So
okay.
if we have a different company codes in different locations, then if we have a plant in a different locations, so we need to create a company code, na?
So these things are nowhere related to the yesterday's, last class's, creation of any code or anything, right? So this is
Mhm.
entirely
No, no, this is a
uh,
separate thing.
different.
This will come. This is in the syllabus. Actually, I was going through the syllabus. So this is a part. This is a part of FI. That what is
Okay, you're
account?
showing it differently without taking any reference of any code from what we generated yesterday, right? From last class.
Yes, yes, yes. It will come. It will come in scenario, but
It is actually interlinked, right? In
yes,
scenario, it is actually interlinked,
interlinked.
the
Yes,
code and all.
yes, yes, yes. So in
Okay.
SAP, there is
So
every transactions whenever you create any transactions, any master data, it will generate a code. Okay.
okay, so now the company code that we have generated in the last class
Hmm.
should be the same for this, right? If it is interlinked,
Yes, yes.
that ADO1.
Okay. AD01 company code we have created.
Yeah, yeah, like that Aditya Birla Group.
Yes, yes. Aditya Birla Group. Yes, yes. So here we can,
AD.
yeah, not
So
an
if you're
issue.
going in the group, like we can take that ADO1 as
Yes,
company
yes,
code, right? So
yes, yes, we can see. I will take that one, not an issue. Account group is not dependent on company code. Okay. See, AD01, that is our company code, and purchasing organization. Purchasing organization is AD. No, purchasing organization have not created. This is actually MM part, so we have not going through the purchasing organization because it will be the mix up. Okay. So
okay, okay.
Hmm.
But that is how it is done, right? So just
Yes,
for
yes.
my understanding, I'm asking. That's it.
Yes, actually, I am taking IN47. Why? Because the MM part, the MM settings, SD settings, all are done in that. So we will not face that problem. That MM part. Suppose you will ask why we are not selecting the purchasing organization for Aditya Birla. So there is a part of MM who will configure, who will set up for the purchasing organization for an new company code, that is AB01. That will take a time for a half an hour. So this is not our part, and we are going through that half an hour wasting for that partner. That's why I am not taking that purchasing organization here.
Part in the sense they are the development group or which group? I'm not
No, no.
aware of that.
See. In a company, when you are work, when you will be work in a real time, there are different consultants like finance consultants, material management consultant, that is MM, and that is FI consultant. Okay, all are having their own responsibilities and own area. From on there only they will work. They will not work to the entire SAP configurations like this all. See, whatever in financial accountings, whatever in general ledger accounting, whatever in account receivable payable, that is responsible for FI person, FI consultant. Okay. Apart from these, suppose purchasing organization is not related to finance, it's related to MM. So MM consultant will be responsible for creating and configuring and setup for all, right? That's why I am not taking you in that part. Else you
Okay,
will.
so we get the information of all those company code and
Yeah,
purchasing organization and all
exactly,
from
exactly.
financial consultants. So
Yeah.
we need not worry much about it.
Yes, exactly. Whatever I show you the configuration is in your syllabus, is in your part. That is your responsibilities. That is only showing. So
Oh,
basic,
because
but
I just
you.
wanted to link, from the last class. That's it. Because
uh,
last class, whatever we have done, that part is done by the financial,
yes, yes, exactly, exactly. That is the
and today's
financial.
is the MM guy who does
No,
that,
no,
right?
no. That is not MM. That is FI
No,
part.
today.
Yeah, today account group. I am showing today account group. Account group is related to FI part. See, here you see
Okay,
the
okay, okay, okay.
here you see whatever in financial accounting, whatever the configuration comes under financial accounting node in this node, it is
Hmm.
responsible for FI. Who will do FI? Who will set up by FI guys? Understand?
Okay.
Yes.
So all these are responsible for if from FI guy.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
I was just telling you the depth. I was just giving you the overview. Whatever MM and FI and SD, whatever other module are there, I was just giving you the overview. But that configuration should be done by MM only, not for you. Okay. But account group is related to you.
So, but I'm not getting like which part I'm doing. I mean the MM guy will do because I thought that today's syllabus which you are doing, I
Hmm.
thought this would be done by MM guy.
No, no, no. Actually,
I
see.
got it like now you told that it is financial part, so it will be done by MM. So which part is done by MM guys? Sir?
No, no. Actually, I was just making you understand why we are creating account group, because vendor master
Okay,
is related to MM. If vendor master data is not maintained properly, MM guy will be suffer about the errors. Okay. So you must know
okay.
where and why we are data putting in vendor master in customer master. Okay. Your is the MM. You are a MM guys, right? So
Yeah.
yes, exactly. You are MM guys, you are making, you will be a MM consultant. So at MM consultant level, you must have knowledge about these small parts of creating the vendor master and the customer master, because there are many numbers of fields are related to MM. So that I was making you understand. But the FI guy will be do that configuration. You will not do the configuration, but you have to knowledge why we are configuring here, because it's come under the syllabus. Okay.
Then what about SAP MM guys doing about the configuration? Like, does we do any configuration?
No, no. Guys will do like you have created plant, right? Storage location. Have I seen show you how we?
Yes, yes.
Yes, that I showed you yesterday. So once the plant created, storage location created, what we required? Vendor required for purchasing order. Whatever comes under purchase order, purchase requisitions, goods received. I showed you na. This is the P2P cycle. So the
Yes, yes.
so whatever in P2P cycle comes under is related, is only related to not MM. That is also related to the FI. So some part of FI you also must know for the knowledge. Then only you can handle
Okay,
the
okay. So in the whole
situation.
process, in these two classes, whichever you have taught, there
Hmm.
are like purchase order and purchase requisition. These sections are related to MM, and those will be done by MM only,
Yes,
MM guys only, consultant
yes, yes.
only.
That
And
is
whatever is related to the
hmm.
accounting is done by FI
Exactly.
consultant.
Exactly.
That's what you mean.
That is the single point which I am making you understand. Now you understand. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. So account group, so account group I already told you why we are maintaining. Suppose we put here X001. Okay, that is the employee vendor. So we are an employee. So we are doing services in company. We are giving services to companies. Company will be pay for that services. So I have created X001. How we are created? We just click on this define account group, go to the position X001. See, here we created like we go in new entries and put their account group like X002 and give suppose spare supplier supplier. Okay, you just I just given that and save. So see, so now the vendor code will be create in X002 spare supplier. Okay, so it comes under account group. Now what is the here we just click enter a number ranges to assign. Okay, a number ranges need to assign on that. First go to the define assign number ranges. So each and every vendor account group having a number ranges. Number ranges is nothing but a series from where the number got created. Suppose I created vendor code. So what number will we generate? What code will we generate? So that should be defined before like X002. This is our account group. Here we mention like 02. That is the number ranges. See what is the number ranges. These are the number ranges. Like if we select 4, our vendor will create 3 lakhs, like 3 lakhs 1, 3 lakhs 2, 3 lakhs 3. In this sequence, the vendor will be created. So that is called a number ranges for X002. Now save. So number ranges is assigned to the our account group. Okay. So now see, go to that account group X002. See, Umesh, when we double click on this account group, there are a field status. That is a one time. Why we check that one time? If the vendor is related to one time transaction, so we select that one time. So that will be done only in one case, only one group. Okay, and rest of the groups are we did not check that one time vendor because we are doing the transaction with vendors so several times now, right? Now come to the field status. What is the field status? In field status there are three differentiate, that is a general data, that is a company code data, and that is a purchasing data. So while creating vendor, we have to maintain these three data. What is the general data, company code data, and purchasing data? Okay. So first go to the general data. See, in general data, uh, there is a address, there is a communication, control, payment, transaction, contact person. Suppose double click on addresses. Here we will see whatever the address columns are there. Okay, fields are there. We can make it required entry, optional entry, display entry, suppress. These four option. What is the uses of these four? What is the suppress? Suppress means hidden, hide. Suppose we did not need that. Just click on enter. A number in this is assigned, right? Just go to back and again. See, when we create the vendor, the first screen will come like this. So there are many fields are there like name, search item, street house, postal codes, and in a country field you will see there is a tick mark. That means the tick mark means that is a mandatory field. When we click enter, it will show field all required entries. So this is the required entries means mandatory. Okay, so in this account, with the help of account group, we are making the fields required entries or optional entries or display only or suppress. Understood? So suppose in the name one, if we will select required entries. Now see, now there is not a required name is a mandatory, right? Just country IN is a mandatory. When we select IN and click enter, it will go the next level, next step. So suppose name is not mandatory now. We created the name field is mandatory, right? And save. What will be happen now? See, suppose we again going to create a vendor. Now see, name is now mandatory. The tick was showing in the name. So if we will give in and click in enter, it will ask fill all required entries. All required entries means name also is a required entries now. So what account group controls, the fields will be mandatory or will be not mandatory, or it will optional, or if we need to hide that, so that will be controlled through account group. Understand this part? You clear or not?
Yes, sir. This part is clear. Like you're basically saying that to display few things and to suppress few details,
Hmm.
you're doing this kind of configuration here.
Yes, we are doing mandatory, suppress, like reason field I did not required. Okay, or this country
Okay.
field I did not. Suppose reason field I did not required here. I want to suppress that. So what we'll
Okay.
do? Just go to general data, address, and that region will be suppress. Just you select suppress in the region field and save it. Now what will be happen? The region will be not come. Just go back X01. See, region field is invisible now, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, region field is not coming here. So we'll again change. It will become like require entry and save. Now it will be here is a region field will become like XK01. Now it comes. Okay, understood. What is the use of account group? Each and every
Oh, okay.
field
Okay.
we will make mandatory or suppress or display.
So, sir, in vendor master data, like which part of this flow has been done or is responsible by SAP consultant?
Consultant only.
No, here in vendor master data, like this account section is done by FI guy,
Yes, yes. Account group.
account group.
Yeah, account group is done by FI guys, but vendor master, customer master, that is related to Na. That is only responsible for MM.
Okay, okay. Whatever is related to the account group,
Yes.
whatever is there in account group, that
Hmm.
configuration will be done by FI guy.
FI, right, right. So now we are creating a vendor master data. So here we suppose we have created vendor master data is uh, suppose our vendor is Mesco Group. Okay, this is our vendor name. You just click on company. This Mesco Group. And the country is IN. Region is like for Orissa. We taken region is nothing but a state. That is a state only. 18. 18 for Odisha. Suppose it's a Bhubaneswar. Pin code is suppose. Okay. Now, if we require to feed like vendor telephone number, vendor mobile number, email address, we can feed here all the details. After feeding all the details, uh, just press enter. Here is see in the next screen, our GST number should be in tax number 4. That is a GST number. Okay. Previously, there are many types of CST, ECC number for the taxation. Okay, VAT number. All these are maintained in these fields. But now only GST is maintained in that tax for number 4. Just press enter. So then in next field there is a bank detail. Suppose a vendor is having a bank detail there. So we can maintain their bank details here only. What is the bank key? What is the bank account? What is the account holder name? So vendor, whatever bank detail of vendor we can maintain here and just press enter. So next is a contact person. Contact person means suppose a vendor who is supplying the goods in our plant. There are three persons, responsible persons, who are supplying the plant. One is manager, one is general manager, one is director. So we can maintain the three of them, their contact details in this form. Okay, and just press enter.
Of the vendor, sir. Contact details of the vendor.
Sorry, what?
Manager, director, whoever you have mentioned.
Hmm.
Of the vendor or of
Of
the
the
vendor, right?
of the vendor. Suppose
Okay.
a vendor is supplying. Suppose he is not delivered. So should I will call him na. So where we will maintain the database from whom to contact the responsible of that vendor, from whom to contact. So the vendor who is supplying, they have a numbers of contact, vendor numbers, or vendor said that you will talk with my manager. Suppose vendor is said that you will talk about with my manager for the further transactions or delivering the goods. So for that particular manager, we have to maintain their manager name, manager first name, manager mobile numbers. Okay, so you can maintain there. Now the recon account. Okay, so recon account, what is the recon account? Reconciliation account. That is a FI part, because in the recon account we put the GL. This is the GL, the reconciliation account GL. What the that reconciliation account, what was the work of this reconciliation account? Suppose in FI, if we having for 1000 vendor, or we having 5000 vendors in our company who are supplying the goods. So if we will create a GL for each and every vendor, then what will be happen? The book of account will be goes very long. Very long means it goes around 100 pages or 200 pages, a book of account only. So while not creating that type of problem in a book of account, we what we have done, we have created a reconciliation account for that. So all vendor comes under this reconciliation account. So each account group type, we have created a reconciliation account. Okay, like see, trade payable domestic. if the supplier is related to outside of the foreign vendor. Okay, here we also can maintain like employee vendor. So in by making the different reconciliation account, we can execute our reports accordingly, and you can make the report accordingly, like whatever the vendors are related to that particular businesses. Okay, so no need to feed any other things. This is accounting information, Umesh. You don't means don't hesitate that why we are not mentioning all the fields, because it's a accounting information. So all the fields are means responsible feed to feed that account person only, FI person. Okay.
Okay, sir, understood. Yeah.
Hmm. Then click OK. That is a payment data that will also feed by FI%. That is payment data. Payment term, what is that? Suppose a vendor, we deal with a vendor, and we said that if we will deliver within 14 days, we will give 3% cash discount. If we will deliver in 30 days, we will give 2% cash discount. If we will deliver within 45 days, we will uh, uh, give no discount, that is zero. Okay, so if you select this payment term, it will be happen like that at the payment time. Okay, so there is a double check. What is the use of that double check? That is mandatory because suppose a vendor is supplying 1000 quantity in a different lot. Suppose in one lot he supplied 500, next lot he supplied 200, and again next lot he is supplied 300. So suppose a vendor is supplying for first lot, that is 500, and he has put the invoices for 100 sorry 1000 lots. He supplied 500 thoughts 500 quantity, and the invoice is raising for 1000 quantity by mistakenly. Suppose by mistakenly he's raised 1000 quantities invoices. So at that time, if you will check that double check invoice, if you will check, so what happened when the bill was going to book, it will give error that the goods deliver 500 quantities and you are making the invoices for 1000 quantities. That is the error. So system did not allowed to make that because it's wrong na. Sorry, just press enter. So there is a dunning procedure. Dunning procedure. What is dunning procedure? Dunning procedure is nothing but a vendor a reminder to vendor. A reminder to vendor. Okay. So suppose a vendor is not. He said that I will deliver within 10 days. I have given him to the purchase order, and suppose he is not delivering the goods within 10 days. So what we will do here? We just maintain the dunning procedure. Suppose within 10 days, if vendor is not delivering the goods, the intimation mail will be trigger from here. A intimation mail to the vendor automatically trigger from here after 10 days. So whatever the matter will be written under the mail, we have to mention first that you have please delivered your product as it was already late. Suppose this type of statement we mentioned already in the system, and we set the dunning procedure, and it will be trigger a mail to the vendor at that time level. Okay, so just enter. So this is the withholding tax, that is not our part, that is tax part. So see, this is purchasing data, this is comes under FI. So when we create master data of vendor, the purchasing data is very important thing. In that purchasing data, what we will mention, the order currency, that is INR. Suppose the order is going to the outside vendor, then you have to maintain USD, like euro, EUR. Okay. And here, what is the one more thing is important, that is schema group. What is a schema group? So schema group, by selecting the schema group, it goes to the approval process. Okay. Suppose we have created a PO, purchase order, with that vendor, that Mesco group vendor. I have created. I have put that like 44. Okay. Suppose I have put it. schema group 44, and the our vendor is Mesco Group. So suppose Mesco Group vendor, when we are going to give the purchase order, when we are going to make the purchase order with vendor Mesco Group, and we have given the schema group 44, that means that that purchase order will go through the approval system. Means there is a approval process. So, suppose we have created a purchase order. So can we give that purchase order directly to the vendor? No, we first take approval of our senior authority. Like we are officer, we are taking the approval of, with our manager, with the purchase general manager. Suppose sometimes we need approval of director for that particular purchase order which we are giving to the vendor. Understood? So that process is called a schema group. Schema group, that a paperless approval process in SAP system, that is also called a release strategy. It will come. It will come in the syllabus in the next. After 4 5 days, I will show you how the release strategy works. Release strategy. What is the release strategy? Actually, it's a paperless approval system in SAP. Okay, so at each level there is a approval system. If we will not give the if we will not take approval from the senior authority like senior manager, general manager, director, we cannot process that PO further for good receipt. Okay, I'll show you when we do the practical for the P2P cycle. Then we will do. We will see. Okay, so this schema group, while selecting the schema group, it will hit the release strategy, nothing but release strategy. Suppose you given the 01, I think this is not in our uh, company code. Now there is a two more thing which is important in purchasing data, that is a GR based invoice verification and service based invoice verification. What we see, why we select these two checks for each and every vendor in each and every organization, that is a standard process. That is a uses for GR based invoice verification. What is the uses of this? When we do goods receipt, suppose we did attend 10 quantities of goods receipt, and we are doing the invoices for 20 quantities, so it will be cross check together. That system only allowed whatever GR done, you should book the invoices for that particular goods receipt only. Okay, now the same in same as service based invoice verification means, whatever services we have taken from the vendor should give the bill, give the invoices for that particular services only, not more than that. So that cross check will be done by checking that checkbox. Okay, by clicking that checkbox, and we just save, nothing need to put here, we just save. The vendor code will be generated. See that three, I already said that three, from 3 lakhs the vendor will be created. That 3 lakhs 5, 3 lakhs 5 has been created for IN 47, purchasing organization IN 47. Okay, so miss, any doubt till there?
No, sir, nothing. But today we were more into finance, FI consultant responsibility only. Like, in vendor master data,
Yes, yes.
exactly what is the responsibility of consultant? Like, are we yet to come across, or it is?
Yes, yes, it will. See, every module is interlinked with other modules. Okay. So you
Hmm.
must know
Okay.
what are the part of and what are the FI part. That's why I am showing you each and every fields, each and every areas that is
Okay, okay,
responsible.
that's great. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
that I am awareing you that is not your part and that is your part. So in the real time company
No,
when
like it will be better if it is told, sir, because
uh,
what I thought in the beginning was like everything is done by. consultant.
No, no,
Now
no.
I'm getting clarity that accounting group and all those is done by
Yes.
FI, and which is I can now realize understand which part is
Hmm.
will be done by whom.
Acha,
And
okay.
in vendor master data, like we'll be going ahead with you know
Mhm.
we are yet to come across the consultant responsibility.
Yes. So each and every master data, there is a role of FI, and SD. Three of
Okay,
them.
okay.
Yes. So what part is your, what you are looking, what is your responsibility? That I will show you, but together I will also aware you that what is the FI part and what is the SD part. Okay. So in the real time, you did not get confused that somebody is telling that the system gets error and you are finding that. So that should
Uh-huh.
not be happen na, in the real time.
Okay, okay. So like it's like in real time, what happens is a whole cycle will be done by only the part,
Hmm.
whichever part is responsible by FI. He
Hmm.
will be done. He will do his all the work once throughout the cycle, and
Yes.
he will be sending it to the next consultant, and
Yes.
he will do the whichever part is responsible for him
Yes.
is his responsible
Yes. Yes.
and under his responsibility, like he will be doing the whole cycle from his part and he will be
Hmm.
sending it to the next consultant.
Hmm.
So basically this is what is going to happen in
Hmm.
industry.
Suppose I just want to give you one example. That is, suppose or in a automobile company, suppose a Maruti company. There are five engineers who was making the car. One engineer, one engineer, first engineer having the job is to making the engine. Second engineer having the job to assembling. Third engineer is having the job for the wind automatic systems, electronic systems. One engineer is having to testing that particular car is working or properly or not. So there are five engineers, but their jobs are different. In that SAP also, the output is the same. The output is means whatever required in the company. The output is the same, but the job was done by different specialists. You are the specialist for the So okay. So in SAP, we must to do a teamwork like with and with FI with SD. Okay. So we must work in a team, but output is the same. So we must know what was the steps will we cover under whatever the steps will cover under FI. We must know that. Okay, that is the concern.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Umesh. So I think for today it's